Hello folks, Pastor Rocky Branch. Hope you're doing great today. You know, with school cranking back up and kids going off to college and some going into kindergarten and all that good stuff, I mean, all through the ages, we have our kids out of the home and now back in public education, whether they've moved out to a college campus or whether they're coming home on the bus. I have some concerns about that I want to share with you that I think are very important. One of the things that happens to us in life is that we spend a lot of time with our children. We watch them grow up, and then, for example, if they go to college, they move out. Sometimes that's real hard on moms and dads. Sometimes it's difficult because we've had that noise in the house, and then all of a sudden it's gone. But there's something very important about that also. There's a sense of accomplishment, you see. When you raise a child and they go off to college, they're furthering their education, or they go to work, or whatever the case may be, then you have been successful in what you have done. Now, should you miss them? Well, of course. Will you miss them? Absolutely. But I want to tell you that it's not a dreaded thing. It's a good thing. Children going off to kindergarten and preschool and this sort of thing, first, second, third grade, high school for the first years. All exciting times, but challenging times also. When you've had the kids all summer long and suddenly the house is quiet, or you have to figure out ways to take care of them when they get in from school because you're working. There's just a lot of different things that go on when school starts back. So I want to encourage you today to do a couple of things that I think will make a difference. The first is to cover them in prayer. The Bible speaks about praying for our children and blessing them. Psalm 78 is a wonderful example of that. And I want to encourage you to pray for your child in a special way, not in a dreadful way, because sometimes when children leave the home and they move off to college or whatever the case may be, then parents get so dreaded about thinking about their children that they can't bless their children. You see, growth is a progression. And as a child goes into elementary school and then to middle school and then to high school and then to college, well, that's progress, and that's very important. And as a result of that, what I want to encourage you to do is to think about the opportunities you have to share your Christian experience. Because as your child grows and gets older, you have a chance to show them the growth that you have. Now, one of the things that we're challenged by of this is to hold our emotions in check and let God be glorified. You see, covering your children in prayer is very important. Even when they move away into a college campus somewhere, a dorm room, covering them in prayer is critically important. When they go off to school on the school bus or you drop them off, whatever the case may be. Very important to cover them because they're going into a world. They're going into a world that's maybe not like the home that they live into. It's very important to understand that your prayers are very important. And then also the second thing is to make them understand and enjoy coming home. You know, home is a place we ought to enjoy, whether a child goes off to daycare, whether a child goes to high school, whether they go to middle school, whether they go off to college and come back on a few weekends. Home should be a place to enjoy. They shouldn't get 10,000 questions along the way. They should enjoy coming home. Mom and dad are a welcome sight. And if the only ones in the home is mom, then she's a welcome sight. And if it's dad, then he's a welcome sight. Because coming home ought to be a welcome opportunity for our kids. Like I say, whether it's on the school bus, whether you go pick them up, or whether they come in on the weekends, or they come in once a month, whatever the case may be. Let's make sure we make our homes inviting and receive our kids well. So we cover them and we love them. We cover them by prayer. We love them by opening up our arms and our heart to let them know that home is a place they can always come. Keep these things in mind. I believe they'll be a blessing to you. God bless you. We love you. And goodbye.